About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for weeks.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started. Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Yonny Chirinos. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Next pitch is downstairs. Left-hand hitter waits. Started after it. Appeal to third. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Austin Slater stands in. Kicks and fires. Up the middle. Diving, and he can't make the play. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, no outs. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Next offering misses, and it's 2-2. No outs, runners at first and second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there, and it is gone. Wilmer Flores provides the power, his 17th of the year, and they take the lead. It's 3-0.
He's going to have nightmares about that pitch. Perfect execution. It's not supposed to produce that result. He got hurt by a really good one there, but even a better swing at the plate.
And Jack Peterson stands in. So now 1-2.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And Jock is going to have himself a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, man aboard. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Ball to strike. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Now it's J.D. Davis. Next offering is in for a strike. Peterson leads off second with one gone in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Here comes a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. 2 away.
Batting seven, the catcher.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Thairo Estrada.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Throw on to Olsen, and that'll do it. One more look at the big blow for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Back at Truist Park, today's starting pitcher, Logan Webb. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Michael Harris. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. On a line, base hit. Acuna around second, headed for third. The relay throw. In there. He scores. And it's now a 2-run game.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Austin Riley. Man at second. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Webb, a guy after Tommy John surgery, changed his arm slot a little bit. He ditched that 4-seam fastball, went with the sinker, and he's turned into a ground ball machine. Righty delivers. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Harris around third. He will score, and they trail by 1.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Quick feed to second for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag, and the inning is over. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Giants 3 and the Braves 2. And welcome back. There's Johan Camargo.
The shortstop, Johan.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the corner for a strike and a full count now. And a pitch. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Thairo Estrada to the plate. Next pitch is outside. At the belt and fires. And a foul ball. Camargo at second with nobody out. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
So up next, Patrick Bailey. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. That one the other way. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Austin Slater digs in now. Runner leads away at second. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Bailey headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores. And they're up by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Digging in, Wilmer Flores. He's already homered in this one. Chirino's throw to first. Slater dives back in safely.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Swings and misses. Slider right there. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. An absolutely majestic shot. His second home run of the game. It's 7-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yanni Chirinos will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Pierce Johnson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's Jack Peterson. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Here's a high chopper. Now the throw to first on the run. 2 gone now.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one inside. 3-1. Two outs. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And that's the strikeout looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. 4 runs in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Giants 7 and the Braves 2. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Here's Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And the righty deals. Just missed. Chris Logan Webb, a Northern California guy, but he grew up a fan of the Oakland A's. He grew up going to both teams' games, Giants and A's, but his dad was an Oakland fan, so he loved the Tim Hudson, Bobby Crosby, Stephen Vogt teams with the Oakland A's.
Travis d'Arnaud.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits. One now.
Well, I can relate being from the Bay Area. I tell you what, warmer games in Oakland than they were in San Francisco, and that can help you become an A's fan a lot faster because it gets awfully chilly in San Fran.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Next pitch is inside. 2-1. Misses inside. 3-1. And that's a strike.
3-2.
Arcia checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And at first, now in for the Braves, Nicky Lopez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And here it comes. That one ran inside, almost got him.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Peterson makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for Atlanta. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back. New inning getting started. And now, Rich Wellington looking for his first big league hit right here.
Rich Wellington.
Ball to strike.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Check swing, and he held up. Fouled off. He was late.
All these Giants putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Harris makes the grab, and there's one away.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Next offering upstairs. Next pitch is outside. And it's fouled away. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for San Francisco, Johan Camargo. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Next offering is fouled back. Right-handed reliever. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 7 and the Braves 2. Back at Truist Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. One and 2 now on Acuna. And that skips in the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
One down, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. On the run, sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, here's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A lefty up and throwing out there. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. At the plate, Patrick Bailey doubled in his first AB. Two and one now. Looked like it was a little bit up. Right-hander kick steals. Sliced hard but foul. Swings and misses, and 2 away now.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Austin Slater. Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, throws him for strike 3. Giants down in order, but they're still on top 7-2. And welcome back. Bottom of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
3-2 now. Down the left field line, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And now it's 1-2. Back up the middle and a base hit. Here comes Olsen around third.
He was all over that one. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
So man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Eddie Rosario. The 1-1. A little bit low. Towards first, and it goes just foul. Got it by him for the K. Man at first, next to hit, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a base hit into right center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here comes Gabe Kapler to the mound, and he's going to take the baseball from his starter. Logan Webb won't go any further, and not a great performance, but he leaves with a big lead. New arm when on the mound now, Luke Jackson. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Luke Jackson.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. 2 on, 1 out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Kicks and deals. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Fly to left his first time up. There's a 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
Righty to the plate. That one missed. Activity in the bullpen. Tristan Beck appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Minaya warming up as well. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Peterson makes the grab. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 4. It's the Giants 7 and the Braves 3. Into the game now, the southpaw Brad Hand.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Brad Hand.
Back here in Atlanta, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Wilmer Flores. The 2-1. And a foul ball.
Well, these Giants, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now Jack Peterson 1 for 2. The 1-1. Fought off foul.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2-2 now. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
The right fielder.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And it's filled up. Conforto, long run, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 3-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 1st. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Conforto under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The 3rd baseman.
Now the 3rd baseman, Austin Riley. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the 1st. The Y to kick the pitch. High in the air, out to right. And it one-hops the wall. Throws to second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Matt Olson.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
On a strike, the pitch. And that's down and away. And he deals. And that one missing low.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
And now a full count. Just 1 strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Matt Olson goes deep. His 44th home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-5.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Camilo Doval. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 75, Camilo Doval.
Marcell Ozuna will hit next.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Top of the zone for a strike. 2-2 now.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Down to their final strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And now it's filled up.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Three-two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Camargo on to first. Ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.